4 o'clock. Hey guys, happy Monday. I've actually got quite a few downloads. There was a lot we worked through, or we're actually in the midst of working through on Patreon, a lot of karmic shit. Okay, so this could be very triggering, but what's new? But the focus is surrounding the 10 energy, which is ending this karmic cycle. And because 10s and aces are the same thing, whatever, and I specifically what I tapped into is, I know I wrote that a manifestation has arrived, but technically you arrived to the manifestation after pushing through a terror barrier. Some of you guys are afraid of something. There is this thin line, and it's called fear, that is creating a boundary surrounding you and what it is you want. And I see you guys pushing past this terror barrier, and essentially you have arrived, but it's going to feel like the manifestation arrived to you. But we already know that we don't ascend. Our dreams, manifestations, they don't descend down to us. We ascend up to them. So this terror barrier that you're ascending through, essentially on the other side of it is a manifestation. And it might not play out the way you thought, but overall, you do get what you overall want in the end. And you're going to look back and be like, if I didn't push past this terror barrier, I would have never had this. I wouldn't know how good it could be for me. I wouldn't know how amazing, how real what I envisioned actually was. Okay? Because some of you guys, you can see your manifestation really clearly. You just can't feel it and touch it yet because you haven't broke past the terror barrier. Okay? But there's also a super karmic. This is a very archaic karmic energy. Okay? It has to do with why some people are mad at you. And it's mad. They're mad at you, but really they're not mad at you. Okay. They're mad at the decision that they made. So what I channeled on Patreon, and it could come in different ways in this reading, but essentially some of you guys, regardless, because it doesn't have to be a romantic partner, that some of you, it's a sibling. Some of you, this is a parent. Some of you, this was like your best friend growing up. But you went into separation with somebody because of a choice that you made, that each of you made surrounding your lives, your individual lives. So there was a path. So say you and whoever this person is were standing at a fork in a road. Your friend, your sibling, your partner at the time, who technically is your friend, or should be at least, looks at you and goes, I want to go that way. And you're going, I don't know, man. Like, my intuition is telling me that I should go this way. And this person goes, yeah, but look at this. There's look at all this shit that's there, man. Don't you want to go? I want to go down this path. I can see some shit on there that's shiny and sparkly and lustful and sexy and tantalizing and tempting. So essentially one path led to promised land and the other path led to Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay. And Sodom and Gomorrah was very specifically where that other path led. So if you guys know about Sodom and Gomorrah, then I think you understand why this person is mad. And I think somebody realized that whatever it was they sacrificed, the path that they picked got them to sacrifice the promises that were made to them through their Akashic records. Now this leads to the energy of not all money is good money. Okay, it's also this path. You can get it one of two ways, collective. We talked about this for years. Okay? It's not God. God is telling you you can get it one of two ways. And the divine is telling you you can get it if you earn it. And the devil's telling you that you can get it by selling and sacrificing things that are priceless to you. Things the devil can't earn and can only get if it convinces us to relinquish our rights to it. So this is the things that we hold near and dear to our heart. But if we aren't awakened, then we don't know what we hold dear and near to our heart. So it's a lot easier to sacrifice it, to go down a path that seems a lot more tempting. But that temptation does cost you. Because Gomorrah, if I understand the story correctly, is essentially the cloud that licks down brimstone and fire upon the people who took that path and essentially sacrificed their divinity to have that lifestyle that Sodom was offering. That Sodom was a safe space to have. And I feel like some of you guys, not all money is good money. Some of you guys, it's from the past. You're reflecting on this in retrospect, but for some of you, it's right now in the present moment. Somebody is you're because if this is this whole not all money ain't good money is the same with love. Not all love proposals are good proposals. Not all money is good money. Not all employment opportunities that are offered to you are good opportunities. This is the point. It's about discernment. And this is a heavy energy in the collective, especially in Capricorn season. But I feel like the last couple of seasons really prepared us for this. But essentially, you're going to have to really ground yourself in what it is that you want and what you know isn't worth sacrificing. Because I feel like this opportunity, whatever realm it's in, it comes before a manifestation. So somebody, for example, if you're single and you're dying to get into a relationship, or you're broke and you really need money, the devil is going to give you an opportunity. It's going to hand it to you, but there's a difference between an opportunity and your manifestation that you're making your way to, that you're about to come into union with. You guys are coming into union with many manifestations, but this is one in particular. Ace of Wands. But here comes the devil now going, they don't love themselves. I bet you they don't know discernment. They won't trust their instincts. I can still hand them shit wrapped in a bow and they will take it because they haven't earned the virtue of patience. But that's a lie, right? Because we've earned patience. We were initiated through that. So we understand very clearly nothing will bait us out of being patient for what it is we truly want, right, collective? Yes, it is a test. It's a test, but it's judgment energy. Remember, I told you, you guys swear judgment is just for your haters and your ops and the people who hurt you. Judgment energy is upon all of us at this time. And the question is, what are we going to do? And that also leads to another energy. Many of you guys are being plagued by your karmic relationships. It's because you're going to enter a new one and your karmics taught you what not to do. They showed you what your lack of love for self will get you to sabotage and fuck up for you. That's what your karmics taught you. That's why you can't shit on your karmics. You'll get karma for that, because the divine knows that they are showing you something of value. You agreed in your Akashic records, whether you're aware or not, to teach people certain lessons, to awaken the people you have, and vice versa. Okay, so your karmics taught you what not to do. Your karmics taught you how to not sell yourself. They taught you how to choose the path to the promised land. They showed you how to, and many of you guys, you already have, but I feel like you still don't understand the role that your karmics play in your life, but you're gonna, because some of you guys, if you don't understand, you're gonna end up in the shoes of your karmics, judging yourself like you judged them because you're moving like them and you made the same decisions, but except now you have compassion and understanding because it's you. And you're in those shoes and you know very clearly why, right? Because we're all making our karmics seem like these malicious until you are in the position of your karmics. And then you're going, I was just hurt and I didn't know better and all these things. So really understand how your karmics served you, because they taught you a very valuable lesson. And in the tarot community, for many of you, your karmics taught you how to not sabotage love, how to choose love when you manifest it. Many of you guys watch your karmics and feel like you were the love that they manifested, but didn't know no better and are waiting around for them to get the point so that they come back to you. And no, that's not what they're for. They were there to show you when your divine partner comes, not to do what they did. That's what they're showing you. Your karmics are not your divine partners. You know that. You tried to build with them. You tried to connect on deep levels. You tried to be yourself, and none of that worked. So then what was the purpose for them? You should know. And if you're being haunted by your karmics at this time, this is why. Okay? So yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I'm seeing it clear. Jeez. Okay, new glasses. Thank you. Yeah, I can see clearly now. My glasses are done. Anyway, I don't know. A part of me just still feels like, when you come out of a codependency, you're really afraid of getting wrapped up again. So like a part of me is just like I want to take them off, but I'm wearing them to be on the laptop. I can see the chat a lot clearer. Crystal clear, exactly, crystal clear. All right, so let's pray. And then I have a lot more messages that are in the phone. But some of you guys are going to have to deal with some disgruntled people, and you have to understand, because some of you guys are taking it personally, because you have people coming back from the past, but they're not coming back with a healing energy, or you're hearing about people from the past talking shit about you, and you're thinking, I haven't talked to you in years. Like, where the fuck is this coming? It has nothing to do with you. They are associating you with a path. They're angry at the path. They're angry at the consciousness in them that told them, I want to take the path to the promised land too. And I don't want to sell my soul for the activities and the games that go down in Sodom, because Gomorrah's coming. And many of you guys, the reason why you picked the path to the promised land, the reason why you know all money ain't good money, is because you felt those brimstones lick your skin from lifetimes past. I don't know about you, but I know what brimstone and fire feels like on my skin, because I'm an old ass soul. That's why I knew it didn't matter. It didn't matter what no one said. I took the path to the promised land, and I will continue to. And I've dedicated my life's work to encouraging people to do the same. And it's because my soul still feels the scars from the last time brimstones licked us in Egyptian times. You've been there. This is an old cycle. This isn't anything new. This has happened over and over, and you're going to learn it in one lifetime or another. But the people that I read for, you guys already know what it feels like to hear your skin burn from the hail, fire, and brimstone. You already know. You already sold. You already spent lifetimes trying to reclaim what you sold. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I mean. This isn't anything new, which is why you picked a path. That's why you don't judge nobody for not picking it. Because if you're awakened, you know what this journey is all about. And it's all about going through the fire. It's all about swimming across that cold, frigid water, walking through that fire, fam. I love you guys. I'm so fucking proud of us. It gave me perspective, channeling those energies and tapping into that. And it's not really about the people who are angry at you. It's about how proud you should be of yourself and the integrity that you maintained. It's a testament to how old your soul is. That's the only reason why you picked the promised land. It's because you already know what the other path leads to. So for the people who are angry at you, all right, yes, you have to create boundaries and not allow these people to lash out and hurt you, but most of them won't. Most of them are just sending you an energy that you do not have to subscribe to, take on, or take personally. You can understand, all right, I'd be mad too if I took that path, because I knew where the fuck that shit was going to lead to. You guys really still think you're not psychic? It has nothing to do with being psychic. It has to do with your old ass soul and your Akashic record. So this is the collective being like, oh, I know how that goes. Look in my other lifetimes past. Do you see that? That's how I know how that goes. Look what I went through. Look what I learned. Look at the life lessons. You see? Yeah, I know how that goes. You might not want to go down that path because look, oh, you don't want to believe me? Okay, fine. But you took your Akashic records and you went through your scripture and you said, okay, I know which path to take. Great job. Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guardian Angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective all the messages that are in our greatest good, surrounding our material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to us, our personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Creator God, Prime Source, Ancestors, Guides, and Guardian Angels, for everything you do for me and the collective on a regular. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. So glory be to the Most High forever and ever. Amen. Yeah, that clap kind of hurt my hand. It was my shadow clapping. It was my shadow. My higher self would never hurt my hand like that clapping. It was my shadow. It had to put force. Oh, that was another energy. Don't force it, collective. Okay, don't force it. You have something that's birthing. Okay. The birthing metaphor always comes in referring you guys as manifestations. Yes, you have to push, but but you can't, there's a rhythm that you have to follow. Okay, so you can't force it. You have to let something reveal itself naturally. It's like an archetype. Yes, you might find an artifact, but you can't just start hammering it and pulling it out the wall. You chisel it away, you dust it away until it slowly starts to reveal, and it maintains its integrity. You want to maintain the integrity of your manifestations. So you kind of need to really not to force it. Your patience is preparing you for the manifestations that are coming in, because they move fairly slowly. Just as slow as some of these manifestations came into you, collective, because of the size of them, they also move a little bit slowly once they do arrive. So you can't sabotage it because your Knight of Wands energy is impulsive and says things should move this fast and should be like this and this. No. Wipe those expectations. Stay clear with your intentions. And as long as you keep toting along in alignment with your intentions and you release time, everything should be okay. But something that you are manifesting does require a gentleness, chisel, architect, right? A gentleness and a patience. Yes, you have to push, and then you have to breathe. But if you're just going, like you're going to hemorrhage, I don't think that's how you do it. Mind you, I haven't given birth, but I feel like I know enough to know that's just not, it doesn't really go like that. There is a rhythm. Okay. So, and all of you guys have a rhythm. That's one of the universal laws. Okay. Whether you can dance or not, all of you have some form of rhythm. So you intuitively know. It's like a heartbeat. Your heartbeat is how you stay in alignment with the law of rhythm. So you never forget what it is, how it works, and how to apply it to different parts of your life. Your heartbeat teaches you that. It never stops, and it's always on rhythm. And we already know if it's not, some of you guys are getting heart palpitations or have some kind of, that's spiritual. There's something wrong with your connection with the law of rhythm. Okay, so you need to do the research of the laws of the universe and specifically the law of rhythm, and then go to your heart chakra and say, okay, law of my heart is trying to tell me something is not on beat, something is not right. It could be anything from your diet to your stress levels, to your anxiety, to your emotional turmoils and depression. It could be a lot of things, but some of you, it's physically manifesting in heart palpitations or something like that. Heart arrhythmia. I don't even know what that word is. Some of you guys said something about heart arrhythmia. Okay. Some of you need to not force it with like, you're being too extreme with the diet or the working out or something to do. You don't force your spiritual growth and development. That won't work either. Okay. Okay. We've got the Emperor, and then we've got the Knight. So there's a couple of things. Somebody snitches on somebody by accident. Some of you guys get information by accident that reveals a truth about somebody. Somebody tried to play something off. Somebody was really being sneaky, and your intuition said something wasn't right, but you overlooked it. Not until somebody says what they say. And I don't feel, even though the way the cards are showing up, this energy came out on Patreon, but it was an accident. Like on when I channeled it before, it was like a group of people sitting at a table. Like you might have got together with some friends or something like that, and you guys caught up, and something they said made something in your head go click. And then you rewind into the past and you had a vision and you're like, I fucking knew it. The person who's communicating has no idea that they just dropped a bomb. It's the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords don't know. It's like the Knight of Wands. They're lighting everybody's asses on fire and they don't know. So somebody had no clue that they exposed somebody or they snitched on somebody. Now, it obviously could be somebody knows they're going to go snitch. Somebody's snitching to the employer. Okay, this could be a resignation letter. But when you give this resignation letter, you're not just resigning. You're letting your employer know how fucked up and toxic of an environment this is, how degrading and demeaning they are to their staff. You're going out swinging. You don't just have your resignation letter, you have your sword of truth. That means you're finna like take this emperor's head off right now. You're like, well, if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go out with a bang. Somebody's unleashing chaos. That was another energy too. This could be this chaos. This knight is about to unleash chaos because of the information they give and who they give this information to, whether they're aware. Because if there is an awareness, it's limited consciousness. The knight is a limited consciousness. They don't know the impact of what they're saying. They don't know the full truth either. Okay? Only the king does. So this person is about to unleash chaos, even if it is the truth. This person doesn't know how this is going to impact who they're talking to, because it's the emperor. This person doesn't have the mental capacity to understand what the emperor is going to do with all the information. They're just puking out right now. The Knight of Swords is just puking out information. Somebody's just snitching. They're swinging, but in the form of truth. They're saying everything. They're just throwing every fucking truth that they had, and they're just throwing it right now. Now, this could be truth, or this could just be drama, because the Knight of Swords also, it speaks of drama. Somebody could be causing drama surrounding a love situation. They're trying to interfere in a connection. They're trying to hold on to the connection they're already in. You could be in a connection, and you or your partner could be very jealous of a platonic relationship that you have, and could be interfering and like getting involved and sabotaging. Meanwhile, there isn't even a fucking romantic connection. But anyways, carrying on. Then we've got Temperance. That just flipped out. I have to take that. Then we have, it's the Nine of Cups in reverse, which is, so we've got the Magician, and then we've got Temperance. This is not all money's good money. The divine knows you're trying to manifest something, but they're telling you, remember what God said, you could get it one of two ways. And you have a choice. That's why God gave us free will. What would be the point of free will if God made all the decisions for us and everything was mapped out for us? Yes, certain paths have destined and fated outcomes and initiations and all that shit. But there's our choice is a big factor in how reality and what's happening in life and all this shit. So the divine is saying, be careful. Trust that patience will get you what you want without having to sell anything. On Patreon, the Empress was looking at the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles in reverse was staring at the Empress with all this jealousy and admiration and anger. And the Empress was like, sucks for you. I didn't have to sell my soul. I didn't have to sell my family. I didn't have to sell my love. I didn't have to not be who I am. And the Empress is way more abundant than the King of Pentacles, especially the King of Pentacles in reverse. The King of Pentacles in reverse is somebody who sold their fucking soul for some material gain, and they're still broke. They can't even maintain the perception that they gave of wealth and abundance because the devil done came collect on their ass now and took what was really valuable to them, things that are priceless. There are things that are priceless, you know. Believe it or not. Don't take my word for it though. Anyway. Oh, look. We've got the Knight. Look at the Knight. Oh, the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Wands. This also came out on Patreon. This is a Gallus. This is someone who chat enough gal, fuck enough gal, commit to no gal, definitely has no wife, regardless of what they call whoever they call. Okay? This is a Gallus. This is what you guys would call a cheater. Okay? They go and they spit all this game and then they're off. And they don't care. Remember, we just talked about how the Knight of Wands is burning people's ass and doesn't give a fuck. Could actually be literally, that could be an STD. There could be somebody who's going around and they don't care who they burn, literally. Like, you know. But I think this is more this passion, right? This passion this person brings into people's life, all the love bombing, all of this free expression of emotions without having any like grounded practicality in what any of this means. So this is a lot of the I love yous and we're going to be together forever, but you don't know what forever means and you don't know what love is because you're empty inside and you're broken. So everything you're saying is the Knight of Cups. It's nice in theory, but unless it's backed up with something solid, then it's just hot air. And this Knight of Cups is only backed up by the Knight of Wands. This motherfucker, just as quick as they came in and fucking made you feel all these things, is as quick as they're out of there and going to make you feel a whole bunch of other things, like abandoned and used and abused. But they just made you feel loved and like you were the one. This is this energy in just 2 cards, which is why I think the 9 of Cups came out in reverse. Some of you guys are reeling. You thought somebody was the Emperor, but you're realizing they're just the Knight. Because when they were chatting in your ear, they were telling you all the things about an Emperor. It's because the Knights are constantly observing the Emperor and the Empress. Because remember, that's the journey of the Knight, is to get there, but they aren't there is the point, right? So this person knows in theory what the Emperor is, but can't actually back it up with anything they live, anything they do, anything they say. Nothing can be backed the fuck up. So in love and romance, this Knight knew how to come off as the Emperor because this Knight is used to observing emperors, is a beta to the Emperor, okay, is submissive to the Emperor, is keen to observe and learn and help and suck up to the Emperor. You get where I'm going here? Does what the Emperor says. All these Knights will do what the Emperor fucking says. But then when they're off and they're off duty and they don't work for the Emperor anymore, they're in the streets pretending they're the Emperor. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like somebody who works for a high profile person as like an assistant, and then in their personal life and online, they're catfishing people pretending they're some like high profile CEO. No, bitch, you work for a high profile CEO. Okay, you're not the high profile. Like it's that kind of energy. Are you guys still with me on that? Chat no, yeah, oh yeah, you got camera chat no, yeah, I'm chatting no, yeah, this one here. Fucking hot crotch, hot pocket, motherfucking itchy ass, motherfucker, fucking lying ass. Someone's gonna put something hot to the Knight and fucking that's how that goes. Okay, one of these chicks. Yeah, let's see. I don't know. We'll see. There's a story. There's something playing out here, but we're together. It's Monday. Whatever energy, whatever comes through the pipeline, right? Look at whatever comes through the pipeline. The 3 of Wands. This is the manifestation arriving. Okay, so this is different than you arriving. So some of you guys, you cross a terror barrier and you arrive to a manifestation. But for others of you, a manifestation does arrive to you. And it's about how you adapt, how you change, and how you ascend because you know you want it. So this boat is a manifestation that is going to prompt you into change, growth, and development. Where the other manifestation that I see coming, that you guys coming into union with, you ascended to. Okay, you had to change, grow, and develop so that you could have it. Do you see the difference? There's 2, you can get it one of 2 ways. Okay, I get it. Yeah. Some of you guys are getting it both of those ways. You have multiple manifestations coming in, and some of them you're ascending up to, but others are coming into you, and you are going to have to move like you know, like you're consciously aware of what the fuck that is and how valuable and how long you've waited for this. You're going to act like you have some fucking sense, and your karmics taught you that. Your karmics, because the whole tarot community is talking about how your karmics have all these regrets for not picking you or the path you were offering or the opportunity to invest or all these things. Yeah, so that's what they taught you to do. And you're going to understand that when this comes in. You're going to understand your karmics better than you ever did. That's why the 10 is the ace and the ace is the 10. They're one and the same. They're different sides of the exact same coin, and the collective is cashing out. I don't know why I said that. Somebody rhymes. I don't know. Somebody's I don't know why it came out like that. I just dawned on me. I'm tearing up in joy. I'm so happy you're live. I'm happy too. I thank my karmic for helping me grow. You're not gonna really be able to thank them until this comes in, and you don't do what they do. You don't pick up bad karma because you don't lie to yourself and others. You know what you want, and you don't get people involved in anything they're not willingly trying to get involved in. You make clear, decisive decisions about what you want to invest in and where you want to go. These are all the things you didn't see your karmics do that you thought they should. You have to see what they were trying to show you. That's why a lot of you guys, you really don't understand. Like your karmics, you guys want your karmics to come back, and they are, but they're coming back exactly the way they left. because they picked a different path, fam. Some of you guys, you keep thinking your past has for you what your future has in store. You're going to your past for what your future has for you. You're going to the past being like, yo, do you have the love of my life? Yo, do you have my money in abundance? Yo, do you have my opportunities? Remember. And your future's going, hello, there's other opportunities and other experiences. No? Okay. They showed you it wasn't a good time. Like, I don't know. But I don't judge nobody. Your heart is going to lead you where you want it to go. But some of you guys don't realize it's not your fucking heart leading you there. It's your mind that is distorted from your past experiences. The cognitive behavioral therapy is real, fem. Like, I talk about it because people pay big money to go to therapy to learn how to break out of cognitive behavioral therapy, but we don't have to pay for it anymore. We have YouTube, we have the internet, we have many people who can help support us in changing our minds, because it sounds easier than it actually is. Okay, then we've got the Fool. What's this about? That's that 0 point. There's that new beginning. Someone's feeling, look at this. Look at somebody's watching you. They're watching you. And they feel an injustice because of the contrast between where you are and where they're at. So somebody's asking, why is it different for them? It's this person. They're looking at you, okay? Emperor, Magician, Energy, King of Wands, and Justice. Okay? These are all the steps and actions you took to bring in justice and manifest certain things for yourself. Somebody's going, why was it different for them? And this person, if you're actually being asked this, you do have an answer. Well, I didn't sell my soul. And freedom was the driving force, not material gain. And true love was all that could go to Sodom. I didn't want to go to that godforsaken, because my Akashic records already told me that God was going to burn up that blood clot place, and that they were going to catch a sound lashing for that. And my soul's been through enough, and I'm smart now. I don't need to go down that path. So somebody's learning a very valuable lesson. And it is somebody from your past, because what brought you into separation with this person was the path that you picked, and then the path that they picked. That was the cause of the separation. Whether there was actually a conflict or a fight between you, it doesn't even matter, because I don't see a reconciliation. What I see here is you feeling the energy, or even, like I said, you guys could be hearing certain things with this Knight of Swords. This could be somebody who's stirring up drama, but they're not talking to you directly. You're just hearing about them. Okay? And they're getting really vicious and really nasty. It's all a reflection of how nasty their skin looks, watching that Bryn fire lick off their fucking bumba clot. They're projecting the anger, the pain. Understand, 2023 is all about gains. It's all about reaping what you sow, and what you sow, this is very important, because 2023 is a reaping year for us. But a lot of what we reap has to be reinvested in order for the bigger reaps to occur. That was a really important message. I'm so happy I remembered that. Okay. This year, you're going to reap a lot from seeds you planted, from financially to in physically, mentally, all kinds of ways. You're going to reap, but especially financially. Okay. It has to be reinvested into a bigger manifestation that you can then reap from. And it's going to be a lot more than whatever you reaped here and whatever you invested. It's like a compounding. It's like interest, right? It's about, there's investments here. This is investing of your time, your energy, right? And I don't know. What else was I going to say? There was something else. Pandemonium. I heard pandemonium. All hell breaks loose. All hell broke loose. And we've got the Queen and the King of Wands. There's conflict here. The Eight of Wands. This could be, some of you, this is right now. You're at a crossroads with a karmic partner. And you're being karmically tested now. Do you maintain, this is you guys taking a leap of faith to leave a connection, to keep on your path to the promised land, because you believe that true love is on your path. That if you choose the path that is truly a reflection of you, doesn't compromise your morals, your values, or get you to sell anything that is priceless to you and ancestrally inherited to you. Look, the Eight of Cups. Some of you guys are walking away from a partner. Look, they're sitting down and you're getting up. This could be the past, because look at this person. The Eight of Cups is here. This could be the King of Wands. They didn't get up before, but now they're the Emperor and they stood up now. And now they want to go and they want to take actions and they want to do things now. The things that you see, this some of you guys left somebody. You said, I'm pursuing a path. They didn't even take another path. They just stayed right where the fuck they were at. They sat there. They didn't change. They didn't grow. They didn't develop. And then at some point they started to, and somehow that leads to you. And I'm telling you, be careful, collective, before you start thinking that's divine partner. They're coming back for a path because they just got the fucking shit kicked out of them in Sodom land, in demon land. Okay, and they got a sound lashing for all their demon time that they were depan, that you guys swear is so trending. Demon time, until demons on your ass and in your body the whole time, and you gotta cry out. Yeah, because that's what happened in Sodom and Gomorrah. Right? Sodom, what do you think that is? That's a place where shit is being rammed up people's asses for entertainment, where people get aroused from pain, sexually aroused through pain. What is that? What is that word? There's a specific word. I never remember it. Okay? But you know what it is. All kind of weird ass shit was going over there. It's funny, but it's not exactly. Virago. Yeah. I made a tweet about people love talking about demon time until it's their time with their demons. And all those demons that they went and made deals with, right? When you guys were like, all money's good money. Give that to me. And you didn't realize that was a whole demon that gave you that 50 racks. And you don't even know, you weren't listening when they said, I want your soul. I want your kin. I want this, I want that. You weren't listening. But I bet you can feel it now when that demon came to collect and you're thinking, what are we talking about? That wasn't the agreement. Demon's like, yes, it was. Do you think I gave that to you for free? Nothing's for free, but the divine showed you that. Nothing comes free. You earn everything. And if you earn it, it's protected. So collective, be very careful what you accept, because there's a lot being given to you at this time. A lot. And not all of it is good. The Eight of Wands, you have a lot coming to you, and not all of it is good. Empress. Hangman. Three of Swords. Somebody is obsessed. Now, it's just like somebody was obsessed watching. The knight was watching the fucking emperor. And now we have somebody obsessively hung there, stuck watching the Empress. And I genuinely don't believe it has to do with these people. It has to do with the past that they picked and all the abundance that they were able to manifest, because that was promised to them. I'm hearing somebody in the ethers going like, you promised I could have this. You have to understand who promised that to you, fam. You're not listening. Collective, you have people obsessed about you because of the path you picked and everything that you yielded from it. It really isn't personal to you. the nasty things they say to you, it's not personal to you. They're angry with themselves and what didn't transpire because they listened to the devil's lies. Instead of creating a connection with God, and God would have showed you the difference between the two. But you didn't create a connection with God. So there was nothing to teach you the difference between those two entities and energies and how they function and what they always encourage you to do. Devil energy is always going to encourage you to sell what you can't buy back. And the divine is always going to try to get you to earn everything. Okay? Let's pull some Lenormand. I don't think I'm going to be on here too much longer. I was super busy. That's why I was late. I was on the road and I had to run errands. And I just wanted to get a couple of these messages out. You guys should be very, very fucking proud of what you did, the decisions you made. Don't feel guilty for where you're at, because some of you guys feel guilty when these people send you this energy, like, why them? You feel guilty for what? You don't give yourself any kind of like slap on the back or, like, how about being proud of the hard decisions that you made? Those decisions weren't easy. A lot of the people you love took that path to Sodom and Gomorrah, and you wanted to go down that path just because you love them. And your guides and your ancestors said you have to let them go. And you said, I don't want to go down this path all by myself. There's people I love and care about, and they're going that way. And God said, trust me. The divine said, trust me. Your great granny, your great grandpa, your great 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 grandpa, and your great 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 granny just said, child, please trust me. Make them go on. Just trust me. And you fucking did. So I'm not saying that I don't feel sorry, but I feel more proud of us than I do feel sorry for them. And I don't give a fuck about that. That shit was hard, fam. That shit was really, really hard. Many of you guys are so fucking broken. You're having to say no to dirty money. You're having to say no to money that comes from unsavory people that you don't respect, you don't like, and you don't even want a cup of water from them, let alone a check. And you're saying no. And that means you're going to keep going hungry. That means you're still not going to be able to get that car or go on that trip or do whatever, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. Everything you want is on the path to your promised land. And you guys done picked that path. That's how we met each other. If you're here, you picked it. That's how we know each other. And that's why we're black sheeps. We struggled being like no one came. We bucked up with each other and we're like, yo, did anybody come with you? And you're like, no. And you were like, how about you? And no. Well, where'd your friend? They went to Sodom. Yeah, mine too. Some of them, though, they're fighting their way back. And they're grateful to you because you, regardless of how dark, how far they went down that dark path and how unawakened they were, knowing you collective, got them to not go as far as they could have, got them to turn back when they did, got them to say, no, fuck that, and beeline it out of there, because you showed them that there was a different path. Even if they didn't see it at the time, you'll never forget. It's like going down a path, reaching a dead end and going, wait a minute, there was a little path back there. It's the same energy. It's the same idea. Okay? And they're going to make it just like we made it. Because I'm telling you, my nigga, I'm telling you, we went to Sodom. We went there. I know what it looks like. I know what it smells like because I felt the fear of God this lifetime when that path showed up again. I felt afraid. I felt like I know what the fuck that is, and it ain't gonna get me this time. The snake. It ain't gonna get me this time. Yeah, that's I like that, Monsieur. Paradise is an uphill climb, whereas hell is downhill. Hence, there is a struggle to paradise and not to hell, because the struggle is hell. It's not on the way there. It is there. You're walking to hell. The path to hell is lit up with tits and money and carbs and and fucking pork and fucking and sex toys and fucking orgies and fucking one night stands and barebacks and let me okay, but once you get down there though, right? You're like, oh my God, we're at the devil's crib. The house party is at the devil's house. Yes. So the struggle is once you arrive there, right? But over here, the promised land, you're looking at the promised land. You're like, Jesus, man, all I see is rocks. It's kind of cold. It's kind of dark down there too. Hello, hello, hello. There's nothing. But you went down that path anyway. Yeah, that's your Akashic records. There's no other way. I mean, shit, I can't even, I don't know. I just know for me personally, and for many of you guys watching, you fucking know what's down there and you ran. Okay, and you made it. All right. And we're toting along. All right. Okay, Alice in Wonderland vibes. A little bit, right? I was actually getting more of like the Wizard of Oz, but yeah, whatever. Something with that path, you know, the brick road or whatever. It's not, I'm such a bitch. Anyways, it's the Eight of Cups. And there's a ghost. The La Luna, the moon. The crescent moon speaks of limited consciousness. It speaks of heavily having to rely on your intuition. But it's also, this is how you look collective to the people that you came out of separation from. You're like a ghost in people's minds. Some of you guys don't know how you impacted people, how you don't know. You don't know that you stain certain people's minds. You don't know that this is how they feel about you, that you are like a ghost in their life. They feel your energy around them. I'm sorry, I went fairy godmother. I hope you didn't come in when I went through that dirty fucking rant about the path to Sodom and Gomorrah. That would be a horrible time for you to come into this reading. We are vibing high today. Oh geez. This is what I walked in on. Oh no, LT, no, you have to rewind back. This is not the whole vibes. We're vibing fucking high today, okay? Look at Ten of Swords. Yeah, because we wrapped up these karmic cycles, okay? And we ain't going back. Look at, this is us on our boat beelining out of Sodom. Being like, we ain't never coming back to this fucking hellhole. And we finally made it out. These are people who finally made it out of that dark path that they were in. We're laughing, we're joking about it because that's just kind of our vibe or whatever, but it really isn't funny. You know what I mean? Like saving yourself from this path, especially if it's not death that does it. Like you consciously made this decision to end this, to stop going any further on this path. And by any means necessary, getting the fuck out. And this is the collective. You made it out. The cycle's over. You have nothing but newness to look forward to. Because the devil will try to make you feel like you can't get out, but that's a lie. If you tap into God, God will make sure you know that. Because there's a choice. Again, if there was no way to get out, why would there be fucking free will? It doesn't make sense. There's always a choice. You just have to be consciously aware enough to see that and be courageous enough to back that fucking up, whatever choice you do make. What else? Can we talk about these new beginnings and shit? I know the divine's like the focus is on the 10 because the 10 is the ace, but the 10 is just, there's so much wrapping up and starting simultaneously right now. And between now and the end of our year, which is the spring equinox, it's all about 10s and aces and how it's playing out and the different areas it's playing out in the collective's lives. We're not even at the 9s anymore. It's just 10s and aces, 10s and aces. We'll probably get a 9, but... Okay, we've got a 6, the 6 of Cups. These are long-term goals and plans that you've achieved. Then we've got the 9. Yeah, look at the 9s at the bottom. You're liberated yourself. You're no longer stuck. The divine's trying to get me to explain. Somebody feels like they sold the soul to the devil. They don't believe you can't get it back. It's a contract, right? You see how you might sign a contract and be a fucked up contract, and you go to a lawyer, and the lawyers help you fight that. It's the same with the divine, right? Like there is a way out. There is a loophole, and the loophole. Anytime you sell yourself to the devil or get into some kind of contract with the devil, the loophole is always love-based. Love is going to get you to find the loophole out of the demonic contract that you're in, whether it's love of self, whether it's love of others. It doesn't matter. The love, though, is going to get you out of that darkness, fam. And if you're not seeing the love around you, then that means you are the love. Okay? If you are in a dark fucking place and you don't see no light, it's because you are the light. So you better get to shining. Okay, and we're going to wrap with an oracle. Yeah, I'll use this one. I haven't used this one in a while. It's one of the new ones I got. We'll read it out of the book or whatever. It's done. The charcoal's done. That means this reading's soon done. Love is light. Yeah. Did you hear me? I'm like, ah. Because before love, no, what light really is the fucking truth. The whole light is love. No, the truth is love and light. Okay, let's get it straight. What shines is the truth. What's bright is the truth. That's what's bright. Your true love, your true opinion, your true sense of self. You're authentic and you are honest and authentic. You shine, right? When somebody lies to you and you call them out on their lie, you are shining light into the dark place that they are trying to cast, which is your conversation, relationship, or situation, whatever. The truth is light. Like I said, I'm not honest because I'm a good person and because I love people. No, I'm honest because I'm a free bitch. And I ain't no house nigga. And if I lie, it is very strategic. And I will bow-face lie in your face and not even blink. Because I didn't do it by accident, or I didn't do it because I'm afraid. I did it because that is what I decided to do. Aw, thank you, bruv. I love you. Thank you, expensive. Right? That's why I'm honest. I do other things because I'm a good person. I always tell you guys that because I truly believe that. I know a lot of really shitty people that are honest. And they move like free people from. They're attractive to me, even if they're shitty. Like, they don't have good personalities, they're not kind to people, they're not nice, they're not loving, they're not affectionate, all that shit, but they're honest. They shine. And they dominate energetic dark places. Because dark places always hate a truth teller. Thank you to everybody who's joined the live. If you can please like the video, especially if you've been here. We're almost an hour in. All right. If you don't like the video, you can leave. But if you do like the video, you can like it. I think that's fair. Doesn't even matter. My higher self always said, my shadow is the one that cares. Right? I was like, it's the least you can do. But my higher self's like, don't do anything that's going to circulate me to people that shouldn't be watching me. My higher self be telling you sometimes in the ethers, like, don't refer her to that. Don't refer Destiny to that friend. Okay? That hating ass fucking don't. You guys be referring me and shit to people, and some of these people are like hella shady. They're not like you. But you sent them here. Anyways, let's wrap. These cards are so new, they don't shuffle the greatest. Am I gonna have to old school? Pull it like old school? Remember when you had to pull cards like this? Yeah, like this. All right, let's pick. I want this one. The divine has jokes. Compassion. I see a V. I see an A. I see a T. I see a L. Look, like a geometric figure. I see an I. I don't know. Anyway, let's read compassion. Okay. Compassion is an action word with no boundaries. Prince, Vegetarian Times, 1997. I don't know. Anyways, the etymology, the first word, the ETYMO, etymology of the word compassion stems back to the Latin word empathy, which translates to suffer with. Aww. That touched me. Merriam-Webster gives the modern definition of the word as sympathetic consciousness of others' distress together with a desire to alleviate it. The Gautama Buddha identified suffering as one of the four node truths of his teachings. In viewing compassion as a spiritual practice, it is our conscious empathy for others' suffering because our awareness of our own degree of suffering. That brings us closer to our shared humanity. None of us are impervious to experiencing pain as we go through life. It is an inevitable and inherent part of the human condition. I believe that the divine is asking the collective to have compassion for this person who took the other path, because you know from the suffering you've experienced, the karma you've had, some of the things you've had to work through that could have been you, or that was you in the past, or because I just feel like the light that the people who pick the path to the promised land, if we shine our light towards Sodom, even through Gomorrah, people will see that light. It's like, why did Jesus, when Jesus died, why did God make him go down to hell for 3 days before he rose again? It was to light that bitch up like a fucking Christmas tree. Do you know how many of us ascended out of hell because we saw light for the first time in eons? That's why I believe Jesus died for our sins, which is because I said to God, I'm like, how could you make Big Bro go all the way down to fucking hell for 3 days after everything he did, if he did all of this good work and preaching and all that shit? That's fucked. You're fucked for that. And God's like, to save all of you, all your damn souls. Anyway. With the healing that comes with acceptance and understanding, a fluency of greater feeling can be found. The metta prayer of loving kindness, metta is a Pali word meaning goodwill, is a meaningful meditative practice that can inspire greater sense of compassion for all sentient beings traveling through time and space. Let us weave this prayer intention into a meditative breathing pattern and make it our own, a breathing pattern that's a rhythm. Step 1, inhale and repeat. May all beings everywhere be happy. Exhale and repeat. All beings know true happiness. Step 2, inhale and repeat. May all beings everywhere be healthy. Exhale and repeat. May all beings know true health. Step 3, inhale and repeat. May all beings everywhere be at peace. Exhale and repeat. May all beings know true peace. And step 4, inhale and repeat. May all beings everywhere be free. Exhale and repeat. May all beings know true freedom. The last one got me. It's one of my biggest driving forces Step 5, take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, repeat. All are happy, all are healthy, and all are at peace, and all are free. And I heard somebody goes, yeah, but none of that is true. You have to understand how to fucking manifest something. That's the whole point of the mantra, right? Is to try to, it's a vibration. This person's trying to encourage us to do. Because I heard somebody get smart and be like, we're not all happy and we're not all healthy. And it's okay, well then is a good start is us like programming our minds. And this is a great mantra to help with that. Anyways, moving forward, literally with compassion, and continue to radiate loving kindness to all you meet and are met with. You may begin to notice subtle changes in your heart, mind, and spirit through the love you extend, and subsequently magnetize. Take note of how this energy finds its way back into your spiritual center, and how your empathy and compassion continue to expand with warm awareness. Mantra: I am happy, I am healthy, I am at peace, and I am free. You are happy, you are healthy, you are at peace, and you are free. We are now liberated from our suffering. Once blind, now we can truly see. I once was lost, but now I'm found, was blind, but now, did I not sing that in this? If I didn't, that's going to sound super creepy. At one point in this reading, did I sing that? No, what did I say? No, I said, I can see clearly. That was the one. I thought we said that. I said something about being blind. I think it was just because we were talking about our glasses, my glasses. But anyways, that's the reading, guys. Perfect timing. All right. I love you guys. Thank you for tuning in, sharing space with us here all together. And you guys are doing great. Congratulate yourself. Don't beat yourself up. If you're not happy with where you're at, don't let the devil make you think you don't have fucking options and that you can't turn the tide, cross that fucking lake, and be at your promised land in 2.5 seconds. Maybe not 2.5 seconds, but you get the point. Okay? The devil's making you think there isn't a way out of where you're at, and there is. We all got out. We all got the fuck out, fam. Like Sodom and Gomorrah, that shit was a fucking, oh my God. Whoa. Anyways, I love you guys. What are you guys saying? I'll read a couple of comments like that I can actually read from here. The truth will set you free. Hey, Rain. Thank you, Death. Thank you. You're welcome, guys. Have a great week. I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Only fans of Ya. I like that name, actually. This was the best reading. Oh, you guys say that every week. Thank you, Shani. Screenshot the meditation. Okay. Oh, I don't have to show it to you. You guys can reverse back. Love conquers all, facts. Or love without a shadow. No, it doesn't. This was your best live so far. Aw, really? It'd always be like that. I'd be thinking like, the ones I think be hitting, and I'm like, you guys are gonna have to watch out. You guys are like, well, I'll pass. And then the ones where I'm just like, let me just get out some messages. I'm tired, but let me see the gang. You guys are like, you're hitting. We are only the outcome of what we put out. Yes. Were you going to expand on the thin line of fear part? The only real expansion I have surrounding that is that this is a terror barrier. The only thing that is in the way between you and a manifestation is this veil. And this veil is called a terror barrier. It's telling you it's going to hurt. It's telling you it's not possible. It's telling you it's going to kill you. It's telling you all these fucking things. So then why do you have to ask yourself, so then why do I have such a desire to go in this direction then if all these bad things are going to fucking happen? But you won't ask yourself that if you haven't reestablished trust with yourself, which hopefully you did. Libra season helped us to reestablish trust with ourselves. And that was really, really important. So we appreciate it. I needed to hear that. Hey, Jacob. Aw, thanks, Cheryl. Hey, we got this. Yes, we do. All right, guys, for those of you that are going to the retreat, if you are in the first or second session, the January or the February session, you guys can still sign up. Invoices will be payable upon receipt, though, and your deposit won't be non-refundable. But for the couple of stragglers, I haven't hunted you down yet, But you guys know who you are. You guys pay your invoice at least before I leave, please. Okay, so I'm not dealing. I have to deal with the money. It's a whole thing dealing with money here and dealing with money there. So I leave by the 5th. That's the deadline. January 5th. That's the deadline. All invoices need to be fully fucking paid, or else I can't guarantee that, you know, I don't know what I can guarantee, but just don't fuck me over and not pay after the 5th. You guys paid your invoices and you guys are just in the ethers being like, yo, a couple more days. Take the time, but January 5th is the fucking cutoff, fam, please. All right? And for daily, weekly content, you guys can go to Queen Cup Patreon / Queen Cup. And then we are now, Smudge-a-Lot has its own website now, www.smudgealot.com. And the retreats are only available for sign up at www.queencup.ca. All right? You're speaking to my heart. I love you guys. Somebody got to do it until Bay got her here. Somebody got to do it until Bay got to do what? Pay y'all stuff. Don't do just like that. They gonna pay, girl. They gonna pay. They just want an extension. That's the procrastination. They already paid their fucking deposit. It's non-refundable. So they just need the time. It's fine. Be good to your shadow, miss. LOL. I know. I am. I don't have a choice. My shadow demands that I treat it with some fucking respect. My shadow. All right, guys. Question about the kits. Are there larger burners available? So the large burners are in the solstice kit. So I think we still have the winter solstice or a fall solstice kit. You just go on the website, www.smudgealot.com. We have a starter kit, which is like, I don't know, maybe like 50, 60 American or whatever. It has a small burner. It has this one. And either gold or silver. And then here's the large burner. And that's with the solstice kit. Guys, we're not in the business of selling burners and charcoals and things like that. Like, our primary source is the resin. It's not actually easy to find good quality burners. So once these sell out, we're going to try to get more of them. But if we're not, like, who knows what will happen. Anyways, I'm just not worried. The resin is the most important thing. And we do have a brand new myrrh resin that came from Oman last week. The quality is unmatched to any myrrh I've ever had. It is more expensive, but it's not just because Oman's regulated. It's because it is the highest grade myrrh I've ever touched. But most of the highest grade resin comes out of Oman. It's a fortune, but whatever. It doesn't mean it's only the best, though. I want to make that clear. It's just because it's regulated. That's really important in the frankincense trade when you're looking at the difference between the regions. Bookmark the pictures just of the small ones. I'm just checking. I have both of my burners I got from you. Hey, Summer says. Hey, Trevor. We love you too. All right, guys. Can you just stay on or come back later? Aw, you guys are so cute. I swear I was just thinking about how I wish you had myrrh. Oh, no, we have myrrh. Myrrh is not edible, though, guys. Remember that. So when you're making your teas and stuff like that, I am going to be launching our tea line soon. Don't worry. I just got in a huge, massive shipment of the freshest mullein I could find. It's a process, though. But when you guys are making your teas, do not use myrrh. It's not like the new myrrh we have. It smells like brown sugar, but it's not. It's still too much myrrh is toxic. Too much myrrh is poisonous. Compassion is vital. Yes, it is. My cool psychic smoking buddy. Love the sample bundle too. Yes, you have the sample kit too. Because some of you guys don't give a fuck about a burner. You just want a little bit of the. I know. I created the sampler kit because of you guys, because of your requests. Do you do home visits? LOL. Just kidding. No, bitch. Yes, Ashley. What do you mean home visits? To do what? Perfect. Thank you, Mama. I got to get the new resins. LOL. Well, we're always going to, a big focus too is because for those of you that consume it like me, it's important that we at least have one resin from the most recent harvest for immune purposes. So I always care about that, right? So the Reveille is good because that was harvested in June. That's the freshest harvest I've got. And the black and red Hajaris, those are the freshest. Those were harvested this year. But the other ones were harvested at the end of last year. They're still great for consumption. They're still great for burning. But because I consume it every single day, I use it purposely to maintain my immune system. So I have to have at least one resin from a harvest from the current year. So I'll always make sure I have that for us, okay? And to keep up, you guys can follow me on Instagram. All this shit's in the fucking description, but I do little updates about the resins and the retreats and all that stuff over on there. I don't do as much spamming on here as I do on Instagram. All right. And I love you guys. Until the next time I see you beautiful people. Ooh, I love the Freriana. Freriana is actually the only one that's water soluble. It's the only one that will fully dissolve in water. It's great for making oils. It's fantastic for tea. Hey, Lee, welcome back. I haven't watched you in forever. Nice to see you. Hope you've been well. And anyways, I'll catch you guys later, okay? Mwah. It's Trevor's birthday? Oh, what did Ross? Happy birthday, Trevor. I almost left without saying happy birthday. Aw, happy birthday, bruv. Hey, Jacob. I'll do the thing I've been afraid of and set this all right. Jacob, that's a statement. I'm going to do this thing I've been afraid of and set all this right. I felt that. You know what you just sounded like? I'm going to show you so you can have a physical depiction of the energy I got when I read that. That's what you sounded like to me. So I don't give a fuck what you're going through. I don't give a fuck what you have to set right. Just know the approach you're taking and how you just described what you've got to do made you sound like this to me. I can't even say sound. I felt that. Good job. Okay, I got to go now. Shout out Compton. I love when you guys shout out your ends. Blast the chat with your ends real quick before we say bye. Love you. I'm going to put mine. Toronto East Side. East Side. Bam, 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 bam. Love you. Angel Gang Gang. Love you. Love you guys. San Diego, Los Angeles, Alabama, ATL, Hawaii, Rochester, Brooklyn, Dallas, NC 336, Montreal, Alabama, Chicago, Houston, Twin Cities. Jeez, AZ. Shout out Sacramento. Jeez. North Fork. Worldwide. Zuri, stop it. I can't. You sound like me. I'm all the signs. Staten Island. Love you, Des, from our city, Toronto. Yes, Bomb Bomb. Toronto in the Bumba Clap building. Bosnia. Oh, shit. Salisbury. Toronto, baby. Delaware. 703. Philly. Jersey. Ha 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 ha. Bethany. Okay, we're done. All right, bye, guys. I love you. Mwah.